Hi everyone, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading today that is for Sun, Moon and Risings. If it doesn't resonate with yourself, then please take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. I hope you like your messages today. If you do, please like and subscribe to the channel and you'll get updates every time that I put new content on the channel. Okay, let's get into the reading. Hi, this is a financial reading for the sign of Libra. It is a collective reading. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not here to tell you what to spend your money on or anything like that. If you do want financial advice, please speak to a qualified professional. Today is the 26th of May. Whenever this falls into your feed is hopefully when it should be relevant to yourself. However, it could be past, present, or future. It will not resonate with everybody, but take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this, please check your other placements and you may find a message in one of those. Okay, so Spirit, can you give us some cards for finance for the sign of Libra, please? Can we get some cards for finance or for the current financial situation that the collective of Libra finds themselves in? Okay, so your overall energy of the spread is the Seven of Wands. Okay, now that Seven of Wands is suggesting that you need to look at your funds, or you have been looking at your funds. You're looking at ways of saving what money you may have coming in. You're looking at, where can you cut your spending potentially, and trying to reduce what outgoings you can in order to try and save some money. Okay, that's what your current energy has been. Okay, so that looks like, you're normally somebody that you keep an eye on what's going on. Excuse me. So you're keeping an eye on your finances on a regular basis. You like to know what's going on. Okay, we've got in your current position the Knave of Pentacles, also known as the Page. Now what he does is he's suggesting that currently, again, you need to look at what you've currently got, and possibly relook at whether you can redistribute it. So whether you've got an imbalance with your finances at the minute, potentially more going out than what's coming in, or maybe you want to save a bit more, and it's suggesting that, again, you're currently looking at where you can save some money on that. You do have the Empress as your current blockage or challenge. Now she's suggesting that you need to look at your overall goals, not so much the little objectives in the middle. Okay, so maybe you're somebody that makes short or goes for short-term objectives and not a long-term goal. So your blockage is that you haven't really got any long-term goals as such. Now it does also suggest that if you are, if this is work related, you need to possibly have a little bit more determination as well. Maybe you lack some determination. Now, we do have a King of Wands as what is currently blocking you. What your core beliefs are. Okay, now that King of Wands he likes to give money away. The Queen of Wands likes to, well, I said the Queen, the King. So the King of Wands is somebody who just like to give his money away a little bit. He is passionate in knowing what he wants as well. And yeah, he's very bold and he stands up for everything too. So it seems very much like, you know, with that Empress, with you, trying to think of a way to put them together. It's I'm getting a little bit tongue-tied. So you know what you want, you know how to achieve your goals as such, or you take a very passionate approach towards getting what it is you want in your finances. You know how to do it, you know where to get it, you know what to do, but you don't make the long-term plans. You just go for one little thing after another little thing. So it's like, if for instance you want to buy a house, okay, that's a goal. How do you get to that goal? You've got to set your little objectives up. So your first objective might be, you know, you need to save some money. How are you going to save that? You know, how are you going to save your deposit? So you need to have a job. Okay, is that job going to earn you enough money? If not, how are you going to subsidize it? How much can you put aside each month? So that could be why you need to relook at your finances too, you know. So you make those little objectives, tick off the little objectives in order to get towards that bigger goal. If you're just making little objectives of saving money, why is it you're saving money? What do you need it for? What's your end goal for it? You know, because you don't want to just save money for the sake of saving money. You need to have something to spend it on. Otherwise, what's the point of it? It's like I keep telling my parents, you know, they keep saying, oh, we need to save some money for you guys when you're older. I'm like, no, spend it all. We're old enough to you know, do what we want. We're old enough to provide for ourselves. We don't need their money, kind of thing. It's their money. They spend it. They earned it. I don't want their money. You know, happy for them to go and enjoy it all and die penniless. I don't mind. Obviously, I'm hoping that there's plenty of years before them. But yeah, it's very much of, why are you saving that money? You know, who needs it? If you're saving it for you, saving it for a rainy day, that's great. But what if a rainy day never comes? What are you going to use it on? You know, you need to have some sort of plan of why it is, or a goal of what it is that you're intending to do. But this just suggests that you just go for things. You've got a lot of passion when you go for it, and you know how to do it. You've got a good head on you to know how to get there. It's just, you know, having that long-term goal, not just the couple of short ones. Now, in your what can you do to help you, we've got this Six of Pentacles, okay? Now that does suggest that if you can, it just suggests potentially donating some money to a good cause. Doesn't have to be money, it could be energy, could be time, your energy, but it does suggest that, you know, to pick a small amount of time, energy, money, and potentially donate it somewhere good, and that might help you understand what kind of long-term goal you want, potentially. It could also be that in the realm of work that you might need to, you know, discover more about the people that you work with. You might find some common interests that might help you find it, you know, make a goal there. And then we've got this Ace of Wands as your outcome, which just suggests that, you know, you do know that money that comes to you from hard work, and that you do know how to make your money work for you. Okay, now we're going to get some clarifiers on those as well. Now I'm not sure why I decided to use the smaller cards and then bigger ones for clarifiers. Have I got another smaller deck? I have, but no, I'm just going to use the big ones. So this Page of Pentacles then. Spirit, can we get clarification for this Page of Pentacles? Spirit, please clarify this Page of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Wands in reverse. So that's just a bit like your first one. So where your overall energy is saying that you've been looking up your finances and seeing where you're spending it, this is saying that you haven't been. A little bit confusing. I may have turned it round. I don't think I have, but hey ho. So this is saying that you've probably missed something. So where you're usually used to looking at things and checking over your finances and where you could have missed, where you could cut down, maybe you've missed something, or it could simply be something as small as, you know how you have your utilities, when they come to an end of a contract, do you switch? You know, could you potentially renegotiate any of your utility bills to something lower? So if you have, I don't know, certain subscription services, like, I mean, in the UK, we've got Sky, Virgin, I can't think of any other TV ones, but any of those, you know, could you get a lower package? Do you need the package you've got? Can you negotiate one that's cheaper, especially if your contract's ended? You know, do you need the Netflix subscription that you've currently got? Can you get away with having adverts, that kind of thing? Are there any other things that you've not really thought of that you could potentially cut money down as? Are you somebody that likes to have a certain brand food? Potentially, do you only shop in one supermarket? What would happen if you swapped supermarkets or swapped brand? You know, instead of going for all the brand names, if you went for a supermarket own brand, how much money could it save you? That kind of thing. I know there's a lot of us that are on budgets, and you know, we've trimmed down as much as we think we can, but there's always something somewhere, or there might be something somewhere that you could potentially trim down even further. You know, it could even be that you may need to look at upping your funds. If you can't trim them down any further and you can't work out anything, you know, that you could cut out spending on, then it suggests that, you know, you might need to look at how could you improve your income. Okay, let's clarify that Empress then. Okay, so the Empress is being clarified by the Magician. Now that Magician knows how to spend his money. He uses his money quite rationally. He's quite honest with himself on how he does spend it as well. He's also got a lot of skills. So, you know, he's very, like I say, he's very much, it's like this King of Wands, knows exactly what he needs to do and how to get it, you know. He's very good at doing it. Yeah. I'm wondering, why is that a blockage though, of knowing what to do and how to do it? That's a weird thing. I suppose it all comes down with that, objectives, not goals. I suppose if you don't have the goals, what's the point of knowing what to do if you don't have a long-term goal for it? So let's clarify that King of Wands as well. Spirit, please clarify the King of Wands. Now we've got the Four of Cups for that. Okay, so as well as knowing what to do and when to do it, we've got the Four of Cups in reverse. Now that Four of Cups that is in the reverse does actually suggest that you don't normally keep track of what money you keep hold of either. So you might know what to do, how to get it, but then when you're spending money, you're not keeping a track of it. So potentially that's why you have to keep an eye on where you can cut money down, and that's what you're missing, because with you not keeping a track of it on a regular basis, you know, you don't know, or you could be spending extra without realizing. So if you're not keeping an eye on it and keeping a track of your balances, your finances as such as it's going out, as well as what you've got left, then you can end up overspending, and then that's why you're missing, what you have been, why it looks as though you're not really, or why you need to relook at it, because you're doing it retrospectively. Where could you have saved last month? But then when the next month comes up, you do exactly the same. Does that make sense? So it does suggest that, you do need to potentially keep an eye on your outgoings, maybe make a plan for your finances, budget, know that this is the amount you're going to spend on food and that's it. This is how much you're going to spend on going out, and that's it. Possibly open up separate accounts if you're somebody that does that. Obviously this doesn't have to all be on finance. It could also be that, I say finance, it doesn't have to be money in your bank. It could very well be as well that I suppose no, you're still not keeping track of extra funds. At the end of the day, you're not keeping track of things. So whether you're trying to save up for something, if it's something along the lines of studying to try and further your progression, for instance, maybe you're not taking enough notes, maybe you're not taking the lessons in very well. But yeah, it does suggest that, in the work realm, that you need to list what you particularly what. It's basically suggesting that you try and manifest what you want in your career, and create opportunities instead of waiting for them to come. Okay, now the Six of Wands is clarified by the Five of Pentacles in the upright. Now the Five of Pentacles is normally in tarot is somebody that's lost out, but this is suggesting that something that can help in your situation is looking at your parents. Speak to your parents, see what kind of things that they did, what mistakes they made with money, and try and learn from them. So if it's something where you've had a lot of issues, it could be that your parents have tried to help out. They may have faced something similar. It might be that they're trying to help you out now because they're aware of something similar that may have happened to them. So yeah, speak with your parents, kind of thing. Try and learn what you can from them. I'm just trying to think, what did I say this Six of Wands was? Because the Six of Wands is collaborating with others. Or did I completely skip over the Six of Wands? So this Six of Wands is collaborating with others and learning from other people, learning their mistakes, learning from them, learning what they wanted. Did I say it was the Six of Swords? No, I didn't say it was the Six of Swords. I don't know what I said it was. Maybe I did say it was collaborating with other people. I don't think I did. I'm confused. I can't remember. I'm going completely mad. But either way, collaborate with other people, potentially your parents, to see what it was that they did in the past. Learn from their mistakes, see if they can help you. Maybe not your parents, but peers, people that are grandparents, potentially your partner's parents, any number of teachers. If it's just literally, if you ask for help, ask people how do they look at doing things, where can you cut finances. It could be something as simple as changing what food you have every week. If you get stuck in making certain recipes, the same meals every week because that's what you prefer and you've got stuck doing it, your parents might have a different perspective of, have you tried making this? Have you tried doing this instead? Could be any number of things. Now that Ace of Wands is being clarified by the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, so again, same as that page at the start, but he is suggested now that you are looking at things a little bit more. So the hard work of, you know, examining your money, assessing what you've got, reconsidering it all, speaking with other people to get help, is suggesting that it does all pay off, and that you will have that hard, you know, it's gonna be hard work, but it will pay off for you. Okay, now we're going to read an Angel of Abundance card as well. See if Spirit have got any more messages. Completely spacing out as I'm doing these. Okay, Spirit, can you please give us an Angel of Abundance card for Libra, for any further help? Spirit, give us an Angel of Abundance card. Are we going to get any jumpers? Sometimes they like to jump, sometimes they don't. That is a lot of jumpers. I'm going to take the two that have become upright. Okay, so we've got moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Okay, so that could be another, you know, we're saying about, you know, it might not be that you can change finances, but maybe find something else instead, or a second job potentially. And then partnership, allow healthful support. Healthful? I don't know why healthful. I've never heard of that as a word. Supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. I'm not going mad, look, it does say healthful, not helpful. So it's not me, it is the card. So yeah, so again, talking to somebody else, speaking with your parents, learning from their mistakes. Yeah, and then on the bottom of the deck, we've got God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. Okay. So I hope that has helped some of you Libras out there for any particular financial situation that you may find yourself in. Good luck, and thank you for joining me.